Okay, we're going on to question 2.2, right? So now 2.2 says if the measurement on the ground, that's the important word, is 321 kilometers, how many millimeters is it on the map? Okay, so ignore this part of the question first. Remember this, you can see we're talking in kilometers first and then we've swapped over to millimeters. That is a conversion part, right? So what we need to concentrate on is what the question is telling us for the scale. Okay, so now my scale is the same. So for 2.2 my scale is saying for every one I've got 1.5 million. So in 2.2 it's telling me that for every 1 kilometer I've got 1.5 million kilometers, right? You can see how impossible it is to draw 1.5 million kilometers. Okay, so what we're doing is we're saying that 1 kilometer on a map is representing 1.5 kilometers. So if we have a map and we draw A to B, right, and we've drawn 1 kilometer there, we're saying this 1 kilometer that we have drawn on there is equals to 1.5 million kilometers. It's a representation on the map, right? So remember two things. This is your map and this is your actual distance. That's how much it will be on the map. This is how much it will be in your actual distance. And also remember the second thing is we're going to call this the scale factor. Okay, from my scale 1 is to something, that's my scale factor amount, right? So now what I need to do is it's telling me 1 is to 1.5 million. My question is saying, now ignore this millimeters part, my question is saying on the ground I've got 321 kilometers. Okay, so what is happening is that I've got 321 kilometers on the ground and I want to know on the map how am I going to represent that on the map. Can you see the question is different from the first one that we did? The first one we were given 47, we had 1 millimeter is 1.5 and we wanted to know what was 47. Now we've got from here to there, but we're looking for this part here. So what we've got is our actual distance or the ground distance, and we're looking for how am I going to represent this on my map. And now when we're going in this direction here, remember I told you in that first video, when you're going from your actual to your map, now we're going to divide by our scale factor. Okay, and please just learn it for now and I promise you it will make complete sense to you. What is happening is I'm saying I want to know how much is this going to be, so I'm going to say 321 kilometers divided by my scale factor. Okay, so this is my actual divided by my scale factor. And how much am I getting? Let me just copy the answer there. It's 0, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3 zeros. You put it in your calculator. 214 kilometers. Okay, so that's my answer. So what did I work out? I'm saying 1 kilometer in my scale is 1.5 million kilometers. That's my scale. And if I wanted to know what does 321 kilometer, how am I going to represent that on the map? It means I'm going to draw 0,000214 kilometers. Okay, it doesn't make so much of sense. They're just testing to see whether you know how to do it. Now we're looking at the question where it's saying how many millimeters is it on the map. So we're looking at the map side of the question. It's that much in kilometers. So we want to go to millimeters. Right? So we've got kilometers and we want to go from kilometers to millimeters. So what are we going to do? We're going to multiply by 1,000, by 100, by 10. If you want to do it 1, 1, 1, if you're finding that easier, it's fine. I'm just going to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So I'm going to multiply that by 1 million. And then my answer becomes sorry, I'm just copying it. You can do it in your 214 millimeters. Okay, so I need to do, I've done my conversion part of my question here. That's a separate thing. And I've done my scale factor here, which is a separate thing. Can you see what I've done? This time I've got my actual and I'm going to my map. Remember, if I've got my map and I want to go to my actual, I'm going to take my map value and I'm going to multiply by my scale factor. If I've got my actual, I'm going to divide by my scale factor and then I'm going to get my map value. Okay, so use these two questions, please, right? And then you're going to try to see whether you have done number 3 correctly. Ignore number 4 for now. Okay, see if you've done number 3 correctly and try to correct number 2. And then I also just want you to do number 1 today. Right? So all you need to do is watch the videos and just try to copy what I have done there. So let's read through the question here for number 3. A map is drawn using a scale of 1:50.